Good morning or good afternoon, Chicago Cub baseball YouTube fans. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday and hump day so far. By the way, guys, happy Thursday Eve and happy Wednesday as well. Of course, happy hump day. But that's a story for another time, guys. Hope you guys, again, are having a great week and a lovely start to the middle of your week so far, because it is the middle of the week. And I hope you guys are ready for another episode. I did say this last night, but today's Chicago Cubs game is nana. It's not televised and it's nana. Not on the radio. They are at Sloan Park this afternoon when they will play host to the Colorado Rockies. And a matter of fact, the starting pitcher for the Rockies today is a former Chicago Cub in Jose Quintana, and they will go up against JMO and Jameson Taillon for the Cubbies. I did want to talk a little bit about the Chicago Cubs starting lineup today, because there are three Cub players that are going to be making their spring training Cactus League debut today in 2026. So let's get into it. Doesn't it feel great to be alive? Okay, Cub fans, so like I said, there are going to be three Chicago Cubs, and these are three Chicago Cubs that are on the MLB Cubbies, not the minor league, just so you guys are aware. But these three gentlemen are going to be making their 2026 spring training debut later today. Now, these three men are not going to be participating in the upcoming World Baseball Classic, but they are going to be at least in the starting lineup. So first and foremost is Nico Horner. He's actually batting leadoff, and he will be at second base. Then you got Ian Happ, who will be playing in left field. And then you got Dansby Swanson, who is going to be at shortstop. So those are the three Chicago Cubs that will be making their spring training Cactus League debut later today, guys. And for these three gentlemen, it will be the first time they actually have a at-bat in a game since when the Chicago Cubs were in the NLDS and lost to the Milwaukee Brewers. And I still get chills of anger when I say that when they lost to the Milwaukee Brewers. It is a very uncomfortable feeling. But it is a new year, and that is new goals. So if you guys are going to the game later today, you will see those three gentlemen in the starting lineup, guys. But like I said, I was wondering when we would see Nico, Happ, and Swanson get in the lineup. Obviously, I think today is like game number 6 in Cactus League spring training for the Cubs. I'm pretty sure it's 6, because they lost their first 3, okay? And then they've won their last 2, so that would make it 5. I think today is game number 6 in Cactus League spring training for the Chicago Cubs, guys. And we get to see not just JMO, not just Miguel Amaya behind the plate, but we get to see Matt Shaw in right field. We get to see a lot more big leaguers playing in the lineup, guys, which is even better. But yeah, I mean, kind of the biggest news out of the Chicago Cubs starting lineup is, without a doubt, it's seeing Nico, Swanson, and Hap get their first action in Cactus League play. At least that's what I think. So, but yeah, guys, that's really really cool. I'm actually it is, yeah. So yeah, today is Game 6 of spring training for the Chicago Cubs. So there you go. I had it right. How about that? So, but yeah. So we'll pay attention to how they do and how they perform. But I did want to say this, guys. When I said that these Chicago Cubs were ruining my life, well, you know what? I still may believe that because they're not televising any games on marquee. But it doesn't mean I am no longer a Chicago Cub baseball fan. It doesn't mean that at all. So I really hope you understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, so, but yeah, Hap, Swanson, and Nico, they will be in today's Chicago Cubs starting lineup. So, finally, although they are not playing in the WBC, maybe if they were playing in the WBC, it would have been a little bit different, but they're not, They're just, well, I guess it's a good thing because then when you got the Chicago Cubs that are going to be playing in the upcoming WBC, having to leave, then you're going to see a lot more of Hap, Swanson, and Nico, So I guess there's it's good with the bad, as I call it. So, but yeah, the Nico, Hap, and Swanson will be making their 2026 Cactus League debuts later today. All right, Cub Nation. Sorry I had to take a little pause for the cause, but we can resume this episode right now. Had to go out and get my hair cut, so went and did that. Then went to lunch with my mom and had to go to the store for something. But thank God I was actually going out to get my hair cut because I happened to go on Twitter or X, whatever you guys want to call it. And today is a birthday of a former Chicago Cub, a iconic and legendary Chicago Cub, guys. Of course, happy birthday to the late, great Ron Cinto, one of the best to ever put on a Chicago Cub uniform. Ron, we miss you. We love you. A number of years ago, when Ron Cinto passed away, I was, I was young. I was either in late elementary school or early middle school. It was one or the other, I forgot. But yeah, guys, so the guy that wore number 10 it is his birthday. And of course, with Ron Cinto, we miss you. We love you. Rest in peace, my friend. But again, if it wasn't for going out to get my haircut and me looking on Twitter or X, I literally would have probably found out when it was too late. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise that everything happened the way it was today. But yeah, guys, so again, Ron Center, the late, great Chicago Cub, iconic as well. It is his birthday, so happy birthday to the Ron Man. But I'm going to go into detail, guys. We do have some news on one of the newest Chicago Cubs in Tyler Austin. And then I cannot speak today. I thought we would do a injury update on Jonathan Long, who is scheduled to play for Chinese Taipei in the upcoming WBC. So let's get into that. All right, guys. So you probably found out the news on one of the newest Chicago Cubs, Tyler Austin. He is having surgery, so he's probably going to be out for a while. Oh my God, I literally forgot what type of surgery it was. Maybe T-Mac will have it. But long story short, guys, we got him in the offseason. We got him from waivers of the KBO. So it kind of sucks that, we got him back in December, shortly before the holidays, and now he's having surgery. So not really a good start for him with the Cubbies, but oh well. We'll have to put up with that and deal with it. But yeah, Tyler Austin, guys, having surgery. I literally forgot what kind of surgery it was. Well, it's like not major, but it's going to be put him out for a few weeks, possibly months. But damn it, I literally, guys, excuse my language, forgot what kind of surgery it was. But you guys probably know, Bleacher Report had it and all that, so you guys can go find that out there. But it's now going to bug me. I guarantee you, I'm going to end the video, post it, and then find out, and it's going to kill me. So, but yeah, there you go. Tyler Austin probably will more likely not be playing the rest of spring training. And the news just gets worse for the Cubbies. Now we got to talk about Jonathan Long, who is one of the top prospects, and he's scheduled to play for Chinese Taipei in the upcoming WBC. But over the weekend, I think it was Saturday, he left the game due to a collision at first base. All right, sorry, Cub fans. I laid down to take a nap, so now my bubbly energy is back. But earlier in the episode, I said that one of the newest Chicago Cubs, Tyler Austin, was having surgery, but I didn't know what kind of surgery that is. It is knee surgery. So, basically, he's going to be out a little while, and knowing, what day it is, we are probably not going to see him compete in spring training or in the beginning of the regular season, obviously. So really, that's the news on Mr. Tyler Austin. However, guys, now we got to get to Chicago Cub prospect Jonathan Long, because he is scheduled to participate in the upcoming WBC for Team Chinese Taipei. Okay, guys, so this past Saturday, Chicago Cub prospect and top prospect Jonathan Long was involved in I guess you could call it a collision at first base. He ended up coming out of the game, but he ended up walking off the field under his own power, which is a really good sign. Oh, my hair is so bad. I apologize. Excuse me, guys. So, anyway, guys, Jonathan Long story short, he's cleared to go. I mean, there's no stint on the IL that he's going to have. But, the biggest question does remain, is he going to be able to compete in the upcoming WBC, guys? So, that's kind of one of the biggest questions right now for Mr. Jonathan Long. And, the collision, it didn't look that bad, but at the exact same time, it was scary. You don't really want to see that kind of stuff happening in spring training. And obviously, and unfortunately for Mr. Jonathan Long, it did happen in spring training. So, yeah, guys, the collision wasn't that bad. It was a little, a little nasty, but, from my point of view, just a simple minor collision like that, it could put effect into his time playing in the upcoming WBC. So, I wish, Jonathan Long all the best. Hopefully, he is able to play in the upcoming WBC, but really, guys, we really don't know. And that's really unfortunate, not knowing if you're going to be able to compete in the tournament or not. But, it's just, it's sad. He hasn't been added to the IL. Nothing says that he is out of the WBC. But it's really a day-to-day scenario. For Chinese Taipei, you're really praying that it's just that day-to-day scenario and all of that. So, you know what, guys? As of the moment, I have not heard any word if he is out of the WBC, but I've also not heard that he is still scheduled for the WBC. But, again, going back to Saturday, okay, it was the second game for the Chicago Cubbies in spring training. And, and that does happen. And you know what? It happens in the regular season. It does happen in spring training. You don't want to see it literally with anybody or any player. There's not a lot I can really say. You don't want to see that. And it still happens. So, it's actually really a sad thing, guys. But, okay, just pray for Jonathan Long, guys. Just pray that he will actually be able to participate in the upcoming World Baseball Classic.